Hi, everyone, and welcome to the season 4 of the Customer Service Show. I'm Divanshi Arora, your host for today's episode. This season, we are exploring how AI is reshaping knowledge management and redefining customer service. Through conversations with industry leaders, we are examining how organizations are harnessing AI to create more intelligent, efficient, and personalized customer experiences. Introducing myself, I'm a Senior Manager, Customer Marketing and Strategic Alliances at SearchUnify. Passionate about enhancing user experiences, I do drive product adoption and strategy to deliver cutting-edge solutions. With a focus on customer marketing, I also help organizations get to their goals and technologies for smarter support operations. We have our esteemed guest, Patricia, here with us today, joining me for today's episode. Welcome to the show, Patricia.
Thanks, Divanshi. Hi, everyone. My name is Patricia Lughezzani. I spent most of my career building and optimizing customer services organizations to facilitate growth and retention. Formerly, I was a Group Vice President of Customer Experience at Marketo and the Global Head of Support Strategy and Operations at Adobe. Currently, my consulting company, PL Support Solutions, focuses on success, community, premium support, and support optimization strategies.
Great. Thank you so much for the introduction, Patricia. So let's start by what we shall be covering in today's episode. Today's discussion focuses on how AI is reshaping knowledge-centered service practices and enabling organizations to scale knowledge creation and consumption more effectively. We're also looking at key shifts observed across the industry as enterprises move from traditional knowledge management to AI-driven knowledge experiences. And finally, we'll demonstrate how the SearchUnify Knowledge Agent brings these concepts to life through intelligent knowledge discovery, creation, and delivery. So let's get started. So Patricia, what do you think are the modern blocks of KCS or knowledge fundamentals after the advent of AI? Like we all know about the KCS loop from the traditional practice, but how has it changed from that initial framework that organizations were following, and how do you think organizations are scaling and maintaining this new system?
Yeah, thanks, Divanshi. Great question. Really the building blocks of knowledge-centered service fundamentals, when integrated with agentic AI, create this powerful ecosystem that drive boosted outcomes. As we discussed in the last episode, the Consortium of Services Innovation states that a successful KCS program operates on two continuous loops that structure knowledge management to facilitate improved customer experience, knowledge reuse, and product improvements. The first is the solve loop, which focuses on capturing knowledge, structuring it consistently, reusing existing information to identify pervasive issues, and improving accuracy to keep content current. The second loop is the evolve loop, and that one focuses on measuring content health and evolving standards, integrating processes and workflows, assessing individual performance for learning and growth, and driving KCS effectiveness through leadership and communication. So integrating an agentic AI capabilities allows the support teams to easily identify knowledge gaps and auto-generate high-quality content. Additionally, a natural language agentic chat interface enables customers to find answers effortlessly, thereby increasing online resolution rates. Shifting from a manual reactive processes to autonomous scalable systems enhances the following key outcomes. So first of all, cost savings can be really substantial and measurable by ROI and driven by case deflection. Agent efficiency gains help counterbalance the growing case complexity. Revenue generation by redirecting reclaimed capacity towards high-valued premium support initiatives. And then finally, customer retention through fostering long-term platform adoption and improved satisfaction. So integrating the core tenets of KCS with agentic AI capabilities will enhance business outcomes and enable organizations to effectively scale their customer support. Okay, so we've talked about the benefits of AI-powered KCS programs, so I wanted to drill into best practices to improve and maintain these systems. So let's start with cost savings. by providing customers with easy-to-access content through an AI chat interface to effortlessly drive online resolution rates. Best practice includes staffing a team to administrate the knowledge base, as well as AI workflow, and empowering the knowledge teams with agentic AI and large language model platforms. That will provide them with end-to-end analytics to ensure continuous improvement. Driving agent efficiency by optimizing productivity through integrated search across internal and external data sources, AI-driven case summaries, and automated resolution and communication drafts. While internal efficiency tools are sometimes overlooked, empowering agents with agentic AI tools is critical as self-service grows and assisted cases become more sophisticated. This allows agents to focus on troubleshooting rather than administrative tasks. Regarding services revenue, rather than just concentrating on cost reduction, I highly recommend that the support organizations redirect capacity gained towards high-value, proactive premium support and extended service offerings. Adding new revenue-generating services provide customers with premium services they need while helping fund support resources. For more details on launching premium support offerings, please see Season 1 of the Customer Service Show. Finally, customer retention. Leveraging KCS processes and AI-driven lifecycle management to improve customer satisfaction and facilitate scalable, high-value customer touchpoints will ultimately lead to improved customer retention. So, Divanshi, has SearchUnify experienced any shift in how consumers are looking at knowledge management? And how is SearchUnify helping customers adjust to this new landscape?
That's a great question, Patricia. And we've definitely seen a shift happening in knowledge management. And, for decades now, knowledge was designed primarily for human consumption. And again, this is before the AI era. And knowledge relied on people's ability to interpret ambiguity, apply context, and fill gaps through experience and judgment. But as organizations move towards agentic AI, that assumption no longer holds true. AI agents are actually the one consuming knowledge. So they require knowledge very differently. They want when an AI model consumes knowledge, it has to be structured, precise, atomic, and machine readable mostly in order for the AI model to reason, retrieve, and execute effectively. So I think that is the paradigm shift we are seeing. And this represents a fundamental shift in the knowledge management where humans are interpreting, but the execution lies with AI. So organizations that continue to build knowledge solely for human readers will struggle, and they are struggling to unlock the full potential of AI. The future belongs to those organizations or enterprises that are designing knowledge for both human understanding and for machine actionability from the very beginning. So that is the bigger shift we are seeing our customers face. And this is where our agentic orchestration comes into picture. So if you look at a traditional RAG model, they were designed to answer questions by retrieving information from, let's say, static documents and presenting it back to the user. That is how earlier knowledge was. While effective for information discovery, they often stop at answer delivery, leaving the user to decide whether they want to execute the next step or not. But as enterprise workflows become more complex, organizations need systems that move beyond retrieval to reasoning and action. So SearchUnify's knowledge agentic orchestration layer, that is what we've come up with, that it combines knowledge, intent signals, contextual understanding, and business logic to autonomously trigger workflows, initiate actions, and drive resolution. That is where the automation piece comes in. And the goal no longer is just finding information, but it is using that knowledge to complete tasks, resolve issues, and deliver proactive service outcomes. So a useful way to think about SearchUnify's knowledge agent is the concept of Lego logic. Right? Just as complex Lego structures are built from small, reusable, and independent blocks. If you've played Lego in your childhood, and if your children play with it, you would know how a Lego is made. right? That is how agentic AI systems perform best, when knowledge is actually broken down into small, precise, modular chunks and units that can be assembled dynamically at runtime. So that is how knowledge needs to be different from a human consumable knowledge to an AI consumable knowledge. So atomic intent ensures that every block serves as a single purpose. Metadata acts as the connectors that help AI discover and combine the right pieces, and decoupling allows business rules and actions to evolve independently. So, contextual independence will then ensure that every block can stand on its own, while high signal to noise guarantees that AI consumes only the information that is required to reason and act, and it parses down all the other I would say non-useful information, right? So these are the principles that are now guiding good knowledge systems and even SearchUnify's knowledge agent, which is enabling it to move beyond search and retrieval towards intelligent reasoning, orchestration, and autonomous execution. So this is what we are doing at SearchUnify. This is how we've enabled our autonomous knowledge agent. So what do you think about this, Patricia?
Yeah, so it's perfect. So the burden of capturing the knowledge kind of moves from having to write this all automatically or
Yes.
all independently and manually to the AI agent, so that what we need to do is make sure that we have that AI team that can facilitate making sure the information is accurate, captured, and then presentable to customers. And then the agentic AI for the customer only presents that information that the customer is looking for that specific question.
Absolutely. And the structure of the knowledge basically has changed. It's not paragraphs and paragraphs that AI cannot I would say break into chunks, but it has become more organized in a way that AI can read. So that's the shift that we are seeing with customers who are now creating new knowledge and even improving their old knowledge for AI systems to interpret better.
Yeah, it's perfect. It makes the whole system a little bit more intelligent
Yes,
and easier to maintain in the long run.
absolutely.
So great. Let me just sum this up then. I hope everyone enjoyed our conversation on scaling knowledge in the AI era. So here are our key takeaways. Organizations need to prepare content that is consumable by both people and AI agents. AI-powered KCS enables organizations to scale the creation, validation, and reuse far beyond traditional models. Structured, module, and context-independent knowledge using Lego logic principles become the foundation for an effective agentic system. And the future of enterprise support is not just about finding answers, but about orchestrating actions and driving autonomous resolution through AI agents.
Great. Thank you so much, Patricia, for summing this up and sharing your insights and experience with us today. I think that leaves our users with a lot of information that they can take back and changes that they can make to their knowledge systems. So, with this, we wrap up another episode of our Customer Service Show Season 4. We hope this conversation has given you new perspectives on how AI is reshaping knowledge management and customer service and what it takes to build knowledge that scales in the age of AI. If you'd like to continue the conversation or share your thoughts, we'd love to hear from you at customerserviceshow@searchunify.com. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of the Customer Service Show. Until next time, keep rethinking how knowledge is created, consumed, and activated, because in the age of AI, great customer experiences begin with great knowledge. Thank you, everyone.